Hey there, Pride fans. Welcome to another edition of the WB Mason Coach Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Dan Savarino with Joe Mihalich, head coach of the Hofstra Pride men's basketball team. Well, Pride, 2 more games this week, but unfortunately on the losing end of both. First you go down to William & Mary, and then the home loss to Towson. Let's start actually with William & Mary game. Big game obviously on the line. Just overall, what was not working for you guys that night?
Well, and maybe it's what was working for William & Mary, and shame on us for not taking it away, but they're playing very, very well right now. I mean, they're the best team in the league right now. That could change, as we all know, that could change on any given game day. But they're really clicking, and they're an extremely good offensive team with a lot of weapons. If you let a team like that get going, you're going to have a heck of a time swimming back and getting back into the game. And that was the mortal sin that we committed. We let them get it going. They just jumped us, and they were making shots, and some of it was our missed assignments defensively. And then, as I always say, when you play against good shooters and good teams and good scorers, if you let them get it going early, you're digging yourself a hole, and that's what we did with them.
And then when you look at the Towson game back at home at the MAC, obviously the entire student body's there. Had an all right first half, ended up taking the lead obviously at the halftime, but when you look at the slower second half start once again, what was the toughest part of that and not being able to come back in?
Well, for me, that game was all about toughness and rebounding. And I wish I could say that, we didn't talk about that for 48 hours, but we did. And, we just didn't follow through. I always say that this game honors toughness. And the toughest team won the game. Towson was the toughest team, and our guys just weren't as tough as we've been in times past. And they really dominated the glass. They almost doubled us when they won the glass. And, they just wanted that basketball. We told them their best offense is when they miss a shot. And it didn't matter. They still went and got that ball. So shame on us for letting those two things happen. And, if we don't correct those, then we'll have a lot of unsuccessful games.
You already mentioned the word toughness, and that was really the main storyline at the end of last game, what you kept saying in post-game about toughness. You guys need to be tougher. How can you be tougher?
Oh, I don't know. I think all those things appeal to your pride, and it's got to be. We asked everybody in the room just to look in that mirror and see what that guy in the mirror could do to get us back to where we were. We don't need to become something we're not, that we haven't been. We need to get back to where we were. We need to become something that we are. It's been 21 days. We went through the whole thing with the guys yesterday and had a good practice. It's been 21 days, and if you break it all down, we were up 12 at halftime against James Madison. We're up 1 at halftime against Towson. We're up 6 with 5 minutes to go in the game with the ball against Wilmington. We scored 83 points at Northeastern. So, we feel like the sky's falling, but it's not. We need to remain composed, keep our poise, and there's a lot of basketball left. So we had a good practice yesterday, and kids responded, and we're looking forward to playing this game.
I know obviously losing is not the thing you want to do, and it's the thing that's not really good for you guys, but do you think it's a good way of maybe going up and down, to have the guys go through the cycles, considering you started so well in conference 4-0, and now you're hitting this losing skid?
Well, there's two. I say this a lot too. There's two things you deal with: failure and success. And when we were 4-0, you have to look back and wonder if we dealt with that success the right way. Did we stay hungry? Did we stay motivated? Did we get a little? I don't know. Did we take our foot off the gas pedal a little bit? So maybe we didn't deal with success well there. And now we've had some failure. How are we going to deal with it? So those are two things you deal with: failure and success. And it's a long season. I mean, it is. I'm throwing a lot of cliches out there, but it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And on February 2nd, we've lost a couple, but it's a lot of basketball to go.
Well, when you just look at obviously the starting lineup last game, a little bit different. You end up putting Jamal Robinson into the starting role.
Right.
He hit his first bucket. After that, hit a little bit of a cold streak. What did you like from Jamal's game in the starting role again?
Well, we're trying to just mix some things up here, and it's not just about Jamal giving him a shot, but we're just trying some things. We thought maybe it would help Malik coming off the bench too, and Malik did. He had a good game. When Malik had a good game, he was scrappy. He got a couple of steals, had a couple of stickbacks. So Malik did a good job. Maybe it helped him. And Jamal got off to a good start, but then he kind of leveled off a little bit too. So we're just trying some stuff here and trying to find some combinations and the best way to do things, and get some guys going.
Well, Tim, I know we've spoken about it a little bit with Jamal, and obviously not in a starting role after starting every game last year. How have you just seen him develop over the course of this season?
He's had some good games. He's playing a different role, and that was a major adjustment for him. No one's playing good right now. I mean, none of us are doing anything really, really good right now. So, we're all trying to find ourselves.
Well, Delaware again on Wednesday night. Rokas Goose had maybe his best game of the season, coming back, having a double-double against Delaware last time you played them. Now you get to go down, play at the Bob, not an easy place to play with. Obviously the team's much better than what you saw them from last time because they're healthy. What are you going to expect from Delaware the second time around?
Well, it's not the same team we played a month ago. It's a completely different team. And when we played a month ago, they were just getting their players back. They went through a tough patch there where they had some injuries and got off to a bad start because of injuries. And those guys are back now. They're healthy, and they've had some good wins. They're again. I watched the game last night, but when I was done watching it, I wondered if it was even worth it because we're going to see a completely different team.
What are your keys to this week and being able to get back on a winning side, really?
Well, I don't know if it's any one thing. I think that right now we're doing a lot of little things wrong, and those little things are adding up to big problems for us. If it was just one thing, it'd be easy to say, look, all we're doing is we're not doing this, we're not doing that, let's correct it. But it's a lot of little things. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, and they're all correctable. They're all correctable. Once we correct those things, I think we'll get back to being a good team.
Well, it's a bounce-back week for them. Delaware on Wednesday night, and then Saturday, Elon back here at the MAC. Catch us next week on the WB Mason Coaches Report.